interested in going out to the country this afternoon.
There's nothing out there but cows and pigs. They cannot admire how I am dressed.
I agree, Your Majesty. It's all right.
Your Majesty, would you care to see the economy at the theater this evening? The art is called The Wrong Necktie.
Did you say necktie? That reminds me. I must get more neckties and so many other clothes for my wardrobe.
Very good, sire.
Hear, the council is about to come to order. We will begin the proceeding as soon as the emperor arrives.
Well, excuse me, Judge.
Yes, speak up.
The Emperor is...
In his dressing room again?
I'm afraid so.
So that's how it went in the kingdom of Meadowhaven day after day. Some people took to calling the emperor the imperial fashion plate, a name which the emperor himself appreciated.
One day, two shady characters by the names of May, Chance, and Music Con arrived in the kingdom.
Easy. This is a place where there's lots of money. You bet. You bet, man. I think... Good, man. I think I know where you're going. Well, I heard that the emperor here is always looking for new and unusual fashion store. That's where my brand new name comes in. Just want a second. Okay? You bet, man. I think I know where you're going with this.
Who's there?
Two traveling weavers who want to make new clothes for His Exalted Majesty, the Emperor.
Servant, open the door.
Greetings, Emperor. We have traveled a long distance after hearing of the love of fine fabrics and clothing.
Get on with it. Do you have anything truly distinctive? I mean, I want vestments that will show up the King of Riverview at this year's summit. At last year's summit, we ended up wearing the very exact same outfits.
Good, sire. We custom weave our patterns created for you, and only you. And not only that,
And not only what?
our cloth is so fine and of such high quality that, strangely enough, anyone who is utterly stupid or unfit to visit your job cannot even see it. It is invisible to them, as either as it is fabric or made in the cloth.
Indeed, what splendid colossals will make. And if I had some, I could tell which members of my court were stupid or unfit for their jobs. You must weave such fabrics for me at once.
Since we are traveling, we bring nothing with us. Can you furnish us with some supplies we need?
We'll set up some looms in the west tower of the palace. And treasurer, pay these gentlemen a month's wages in advance and give them spools with the most delicate silk and finest gold thread.
Mr. Chance and Mr. Kahn stuffed their bags with the valuable threads and went to where the looms had been set up.
Word of the two weavers spread throughout the kingdom.
Did you hear about the emperors in clothes? They say anyone who's really stupid won't be able to see them.
Well, I will see them. Not so fast. How about the time you told me hundreds of trout were swimming upstream, and when I got to the river with my fishing rod, they weren't fish, but ugly gray river rats. Only someone stupid can't tell rats from fish.
Well, that's why I remember someone unfit for a job won't see the clothes.
What does that have to do with me?
I heard those rats first came from your restaurant, but even they couldn't stand your cooking, so they took off upriver.
A few days passed, the emperor got to wondering.
I wonder how the weavers are progressing on my cloth. Prime Minister?
Yes, Your Majesty.
I have a mission for you today. I would like you to visit the weavers.
I, Your Majesty.
You have served me better than anyone over the years, and I trust your good judgment. Find out what those two are up to and report back to me at once.
The Emperor's Prime Minister is here. We are making excellent progress on the Emperor's cloth. What do you think?
Well, I think I need to look a little closer.
The Prime Minister took off her spectacles, squinted, and put them back on, but she could only see empty looms sitting before the two weavers.
Prime Minister, aren't these the most exquisite reds and golds you've ever seen?
why, yes. I don't believe I've ever seen a fabric with such colors as these.
We must tell the Emperor about how much we've accomplished.
So the old prime minister, who refused to believe that she was unsuited for her post, returned at once to the emperor, afraid to tell the emperor the truth that she had seen nothing at all.
I'm back, Your Majesty.
Tell me, quickly, what did you see?
The reds of the fabric were as deep as the rubies and garnets on your fingers, and the gold as rich as the coins in your treasury.
Before long, Mr. Chance and Mr. Khan were asking the emperor for more resources.
We are to continue this project, Your Majesty.
We need more gold and more gold thread.
And more money.
Give them everything they ask for.
But again, they stuffed all the valuable threads into their knapsacks. Another few days passed.
I haven't heard from the weavers. Before the Prime Minister did see those fabrics, now I know she is truly suited for her job, for I think I shall test someone else. Royal astronomer?
Yes, sire.
I have a special favor to ask of you today.
Anything, Your Majesty.
You have the sharpest eyes in the kingdom. Go see if my fabric is nearly done.
Prime Minister, sorry, we're just inside. We have finished weaving the emperor's cloth.
Mr. Chance pretended to hold up a bolt of cloth before the royal astronomer, but the man who was used to peering deeply into space could see no fabric right in front of him whatsoever.
Have you ever seen such exquisite patterns in your life?
I do not believe so. You must tell the emperor of the intricate patterns in this fine cloth we are woven. We will be meeting sewing his clothes tonight.
Ah, yes, I surely will tell him every exquisite detail.
So you have returned, astronomer. What is your report?
Sorry, the patterns are intricate and stripes. The stripes are more exciting than tigers, and the checks aren't bold enough to play checkers on.
I must see for myself this excellent cloth everyone is talking about.
Better than that, Your Majesty. You're already sewing your clothes for the harvest parade.
In the west tower of the palace, Mr. Main Chance and Mr. Easy Khan lit 20 candles so everyone in the kingdom could see how they worked through the night.
Look up there, Romeo. The candlelight is casting a shadow of a giant pair of scissors inside the wall of the tower.
I think those two fellows are cutting the fabric to make the emperor's new clothes.
But Mr. Chance and Mr. Khan were only pretending to cut the non-existent fabric with large scissors.
Look, now I see their arms moving up and down.
They must be sewing their clothes.
But the two men were only pretending to sew and used sewing needles with no thread.
Eventually, the sun rose over the hill. Another morning now.
Servants, clear away these breakfast plates.
Prime Minister and Royal Astronomer are here to accompany you to your kitchen.
Good morning. Good morning. Let us make our way to the tower workroom.
At the end of the long time of the tower, a voice rang out.
Your Majesty, all your ceremonial clothes are ready.
Excellent.
Mr. Khan raised his two hands as if he were holding up something.
Sire, what do you think of this fine parapet?
What vibrant colors.
The patterns are out of this world.
But the Prime Minister nor the royal astronomer saw a thing.
Well, I'll be the judge of these pants, and they're beyond anything I've ever laid eyes on.
But the emperor was terrified because he saw nothing at all.
I think I need a breath of fresh air. I'll be right back.
The emperor stepped onto the balcony by himself.
Wow, could the Prime Minister and Royal Astronomer really be more suited and wiser for their jobs than I? I never thought I was stupid. I know more about shoes and crowns and clothes than anyone on the continent. But if I don't pretend to see that pair of pants, I'll be the laughing stock of the kingdom.
The emperor swept back in the room, smiling and jolly.
Whew! Weavers, I was almost overcome by the richness and beauty of the fabric. Bravo! No other leader will ever be as finely interred as I.
Wait, who's trying this dazzling cloak with a 20-foot terrain?
As those two swindlers held up saw nothing, but they oohed and ahed nonetheless.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ooh. Your Majesty, permit us to address you for the royal procession.
So the emperor dressed in his underwear before a great mirror as the slippery fellow, Mr. Main Chance and Mr. Easy Come pretended to dress him.
These clothes, they certainly don't weigh me down as much as some robes. Indeed!
The fabric's so fine, they're as light as spider webs. Majesty, your parade and his pride, your new clothes make a dazzling impression on the crowd.
Yes, you truly look magnificent, Your Majesty.
Weavers, I proclaim you imperial weavers of the highest order. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
Shaded by the magnificent canopy, the emperor led the harvest parade, waving to cheer the orders.
And the townspeople, well, what can the townspeople do? Play along.
Doesn't the emperor look marvelous?
The weaver's work all paid off. What elegance.
I might not be able to tell rats from fish, but I know magnificent clothes when I see them.
Wait a minute, the emperor's in his underwear. Excuse my child, she has a great imagination. No, don't you see here, buddy? The emperor doesn't have anything at all except his underwear. That's funny.
Wait, I know that child. She can already count recite her ABCs. She is certainly not stupid.
And what child is not suited to be a child?
And to be an innocent source of information.
The child's right. The emperor really does have nothing on.
The emperor's in his underwear.
No clothes! The emperor is not wearing anything! He's in his underwear! What is the emperor thinking?
Prime Minister, people are saying I have nothing on.
And I'm afraid they might be right, Your Majesty.
But I can't stop the parade or I might seem a fool. Servants, carry on. Continue the procession.
And the parade went on through all the streets of the kingdom with the emperor grandly showing off nothing but his underwear.